My dear friends, tonight I want to speak to you about one of the most sacred powers you possess. It is a power so close to you that you may have overlooked it. A power so natural that you may have used it unconsciously your entire life. A power so divine that when you understand it, you will no longer spend your days waiting for someone else to approve of you, validate you, bless you, or give you permission to become what your soul already knows you are. I am speaking about the power to bless yourself. Now, I know that may sound unusual to some of you. Many people have been taught that blessings must come from somewhere else, from a teacher, from a priest, from a parent, from a leader, from someone older, wiser, holier, or more spiritually qualified. And there is beauty in receiving blessings from others. There's beauty in kind words, sacred rituals, loving encouragement, and the prayers of those who care for you. But I want you to understand something tonight. No one can bless you more powerfully than you can bless yourself when you speak from the awareness of who you truly are. Because the deepest blessing does not come from personality. It comes from consciousness. It comes from the sacred I am within you. It comes from that silent presence, that divine awareness, that eternal self, which is not separate from God. When you bless yourself from that place, you are not engaging in empty positive thinking. You are not merely repeating pleasant words. You are not trying to trick yourself into feeling better for a moment. You are participating in creation. You are doing what God does. In the beginning, creation is spoken into form. The divine does not wait for outside approval. The divine does not ask permission from the world. The divine speaks, blesses, calls forth, names, and declares. And God blessed them. Notice this carefully. God did not wait for another to bless creation. God blessed what flowed from God. And you, my dear friends, are made in the image and likeness of that same creative power. Not as a remote idea, not as a religious phrase, but as a living truth. The creative presence that formed worlds is individualized as you. Your I am is sacred. Your consciousness is creative. Your word, when spoken from alignment, carries power. And this is why blessing yourself is not arrogance. It is remembrance. It is not self-worship. It is God awareness. It is not ego declaring, I am better than others. It is spirit recognizing the same divine life that moves through all beings moves through me. This is very important because many people hesitate to bless themselves. They say, isn't that selfish? Isn't that prideful? Shouldn't I wait for God to bless me? Shouldn't I wait for someone else to confirm that I am worthy? And I say to you with love, the one who waits forever for permission often forgets the authority already placed within. To bless yourself is not to take anything from another. It is to awaken the divine inheritance within you. And when you bless yourself rightly, you bless the world. Because there is no real separation. Your state of consciousness affects everyone you touch. A blessed person speaks differently, gives differently, loves differently, serves differently, and creates differently. When you bless yourself with peace, you bring peace into the room. When you bless yourself with wisdom, your decisions become clearer and others benefit. When you bless yourself with abundance, you become a channel through which generosity can move. When you bless yourself with health, wholeness, and vitality, you become a living testimony to the intelligence of life. When you bless yourself with love, you stop looking at others with desperate need and begin meeting them from fullness. So blessing yourself is not selfish. It is one of the most unselfish things you can do when it is done from the higher self. Because when you rise in consciousness, the world you experience rises with you. Now, let us understand what a blessing really is. A blessing is not begging. A blessing is not hoping. A blessing is not asking the universe to decide whether you are worthy. A blessing is a sacred acknowledgement of what is already true in consciousness. When you say, I am blessed, you are not trying to convince God to favor you. You are recognizing that blessing is already part of your divine nature. When you say, I am blessed with perfect health, you are not merely wishing the body would change. You are entering the consciousness of wholeness. When you say, I am blessed with abundance, you are not begging for money. You are aligning with the state of supply, circulation, and divine provision. When you say, I am blessed with wisdom, you are not claiming superiority. You are opening to the intelligence that already lives within you. When you say, I am blessed with love, you are not trying to force someone to love you. You are recognizing that love is the essence of your being. This distinction matters because if you speak a blessing from lack, you remain in lack. If you say, I am blessed, but inwardly feel I am not blessed at all, then the words have little creative force. Words are vessels Feeling fills them. Without feeling, words are empty. With feeling, words become alive. This is why I have said so often, feeling is the secret. When Isaac blessed Jacob, he was not merely reciting phrases. He felt the blessing. He entered it. He gave it with authority. He spoke from a consciousness that accepted the reality of what was being declared. And this is how you must bless yourself. Not mechanically, not fearfully, not as a ritual you rush through while still believing the opposite, but with understanding, with reverence, with feeling, with the quiet authority of one who knows that the I am is not a small human sentence, but the name of the divine in you. Every time you say I am, you are standing at the doorway of creation. Be careful what you place after those words. I am weak. I am poor. I am unwanted. I am unlucky. I am broken. I am too late. These are not just descriptions, they are blessings in reverse. They are declarations made with the creative power of consciousness, and if repeated with feeling, they begin to shape experience. But you can choose again. You can bless yourself consciously. You can say, I am blessed with peace. I am blessed with clarity. I am blessed with divine guidance. I am blessed with perfect health. I am blessed with unlimited abundance. I am blessed with loving relationships. I am blessed with creative power. I am blessed with the awareness of who I truly am. But do not merely say these words. Feel them. Let them land in the body. Let them become inner truth. Feel what peace would feel like. Feel what guidance would feel like. Feel what abundance would feel like. Feel what love would feel like. Feel what wholeness would feel like. This is how blessing becomes creative. Now, I want to give you a simple structure for self-blessing. First, begin with recognition. Before you speak any blessing, remember who is speaking. You are not speaking as a frightened personality trying to get something from a distant God. You are speaking as the I am, individualized. You are speaking as consciousness. You are speaking as a living expression of divine intelligence. This recognition changes the quality of your words. If you speak as the little self, your blessing may sound like pleading. If you speak as the higher self, your blessing becomes declaration. So pause before you bless yourself. Take a breath, feel the presence within, then speak. Second, speak with authority, not loudness, not force, not ego. Authority. There is a difference. Authority does not need to shout. Authority knows. When God says, let there be light, there is no anxiety in the command. There is no wondering, no bargaining, no desperation. The word is spoken from knowing. So when you bless yourself, speak from knowing, I am blessed, I am guided, I am whole, I am provided for. I am loved. Let the words carry the calm certainty of truth. Third, speak in the present tense. Do not say, one day I will be blessed. Do not say, I hope I become blessed. Do not say, maybe I will be blessed if life approves of me. Say, I am blessed. Consciousness knows now. The subconscious responds to the state you occupy now. Future tense blessing keeps fulfillment in the distance. Present tense blessing brings you into alignment. Fourth, feel the blessing fulfilled. If you bless yourself with health, feel the vitality, the ease, the gratitude, the partnership with the body. If you bless yourself with abundance, feel the freedom, the security, the generosity, the open circulation of life. If you bless yourself with wisdom, feel the quiet clarity of being guided. If you bless yourself with love, feel warmth, safety, openness, and belonging. The feeling is not decoration. The feeling is the creative impress. Fifth, accept it. This may be the hardest part for many people. They speak the blessing but do not accept it. They say, I am blessed, and then immediately think, but look at my life. They say, I am abundant, and then immediately bow to the bank account. They say, I am healthy, and then immediately identify only with the symptom. They say, I am loved, and then immediately rehearse rejection. But acceptance means you give more authority to consciousness than to appearance. You say, the outer world may still be catching up, but the blessing is accepted within me now. This is faith, not blind faith, creative faith. The faith that knows the invisible precedes the visible. Now, let us speak about the stages through which self-blessing becomes visible. The first stage is spiritual. This happens the moment the blessing is spoken with understanding and feeling. In that moment, something has shifted in consciousness. You have planted a seed. You have changed the inner atmosphere. You have accepted a new state. There may be no outer evidence yet. No one may applaud. Nothing may appear to move. But at the level of cause, something has changed. This is the most important stage because all true creation begins here. The second stage is mental. After the blessing has been accepted spiritually, your mind begins to reorganize around it. If you have blessed yourself with abundance, you may begin to notice abundant ideas. You may think differently about opportunities. You may feel less trapped. You may begin to respond from possibility rather than panic. If you have blessed yourself with health, you may begin to think more lovingly about your body. You may feel guided toward better choices. You may stop speaking about yourself as broken. If you have blessed yourself with wisdom, solutions may arise. Confusion may soften. Inner guidance may become more noticeable. This is not mere positive thinking. This is consciousness realigning the mind to match the blessing. The third stage is physical. This is where the outer world begins to reflect what has been accepted within. Circumstances shift. People respond differently. Opportunities appear. The body responds. Resources move. Doors open. But by the time this stage arrives, you are no longer desperate because you have already been living in the consciousness of the blessing. That is the secret. Do not wait for the physical stage to feel blessed. Feel blessed in the spiritual stage. Let your mind align in the mental stage, then allow the physical stage to unfold in its own divine timing. Many people fail because they demand physical evidence before spiritual acceptance has matured. This is like planting a seed and digging it up 5 minutes later to see if it is growing. Let the seed grow. Trust the process. Now, I want to speak to you about 4 states of consciousness from which people often bless themselves. The first is desire. In this state, a person says, I want to be blessed. But the dominant feeling is absence. The blessing is far away. The person is still identified with lack. The second is hope. In this state, a person says, maybe I can be blessed. This is higher than desire because possibility has entered, but it is still uncertain. The third is faith. In this state, a person says, I will be blessed. There is conviction. There is trust. There is a real movement toward creative power. But the highest state is knowing. In the state of knowing, you do not say, I want to be blessed. You do not say, I might be blessed. You do not even say, I will be blessed. You simply say, I am blessed. And you feel it as true. This is the state from which creation flows most freely. The state of knowing is not something you manufacture. It is something you recognize. It is already within you. It is hidden beneath fear, conditioning, unworthiness, and the old habit of looking outside yourself for permission. As those veils fall away, knowing remains. You begin to realize I was never separate from the source of blessing. I was only unconscious of it. Now, how do you know your self-blessing is taking root? There are signs. The first sign is peace. When the blessing has truly entered consciousness, anxiety begins to dissolve. Not because every outer circumstance has changed, but because you know inwardly that the blessing is real. The second sign is naturalness. At first, the blessing may feel unfamiliar, but as you continue, I am blessed begins to feel natural. I am guided begins to feel natural. I am supported begins to feel natural. The new state becomes your home. The third sign is indifference to appearances. This does not mean you ignore life irresponsibly. It means contradictory evidence no longer has the same power to define you. You can see the appearance without worshiping it. The fourth sign is a change in inner conversation. Your thoughts begin to align with the blessing. You no longer have to force every thought. New thoughts arise naturally from the new state. The fifth sign is inspired action. You find yourself taking steps that match the blessing, not from fear, not from desperation, but from inner prompting. The blessed state begins to move through your behavior. These signs tell you that the seed is alive. Now, my dear friends, I want to offer you a few blessings you can begin speaking over yourself. Speak them slowly. Speak them with feeling. Speak them not as wishes, but as recognitions. I am blessed with the awareness of my divine nature. I am blessed with the constant remembrance of the creative power within me. I am blessed with the ability to see beyond appearances into truth. I am blessed with peace that does not depend on circumstances. I am blessed with wisdom that guides my decisions. I am blessed with health, vitality, and harmony in my body. I am blessed with abundance that flows through seen and unseen channels. I am blessed with relationships that reflect love, respect, and divine alignment. I am blessed with purpose, clarity, and joyful expression. I am blessed with gratitude for what already is. Now choose the blessing that speaks to your soul. Do not rush. Let it become intimate. If you are blessing yourself with peace, place your hand on your heart and feel peace is already present. If you are blessing yourself with abundance, feel the relief of provision now. If you are blessing yourself with health, feel love moving through the body. If you are blessing yourself with wisdom, become still and feel guidance already active within you, and then carry the blessing through your day. Do not speak at once and then return completely to the old conversation. Let the blessing become your inner atmosphere. When fear arises, return to the blessing. When doubt arises, return to the blessing. When circumstances contradict it, return to the blessing. Not mechanically, lovingly, faithfully. You are not trying to force life. You are remaining loyal to the state you have accepted. Now, when doubt appears, and it may appear, do not panic. Doubt is simply the old consciousness trying to maintain its place. Do not fight it. Do not hate it. Do not make it a sign that you have failed. Simply return. If you have planted a seed in the earth, you do not scream at the soil because the tree is not yet visible. You trust the process of life. Your blessing is a spiritual seed. The moment it is spoken with understanding and feeling, it begins its work. The manifestation may take time, but the shift in consciousness is immediate when the blessing is truly accepted. And remember this, things do not change because you merely said words. Things change because you became what you declared. This is the heart of self-blessing. You do not say, I am blessed, while continuing to live inwardly as cursed. You do not say, I am abundant, while constantly identifying as lack. You do not say, I am loved, while rehearsing abandonment. You become the blessing. You inhabit it. You allow it to shape your thoughts, your feelings, your decisions, your posture, your speech, your relationships, and your expectations. Then the outer world begins to reflect the inner state. As within, so without. As assumed, so expressed. As blessed within, so blessed without. Now let me say again, self-blessing is not egotism. It is spiritual responsibility. To refuse to bless yourself while waiting endlessly for another to do it is to misunderstand the creative power within you. You are both the one who blesses and the one who receives. You are the father welcoming the prodigal home. You are the child being clothed in the robe. You are the speaker and the listener. You are the creator and the creation. When you say, I am blessed, heaven and earth meet in your consciousness. The I am is divine. The word blessed is the state you choose to express in human life. That is the sacred union. The infinite entering the finite. The invisible becoming visible. God expressing through you. So tonight before you sleep, I want you to bless yourself. Not casually, not as a habit you rush through, but as a sacred act. Sit quietly, breathe deeply. Remember who you are. Then speak. I bless myself with peace. I bless myself with love. I bless myself with health. I bless myself with abundance. I bless myself with wisdom. I bless myself with divine remembrance. I bless myself with the courage to live from who I truly am. And after each blessing, pause. Feel it. Accept it. Let it settle into the deeper mind. Then sleep as one who is blessed. Do not sleep as one begging. Sleep as one receiving. Do not sleep rehearsing fear. Sleep in the consciousness of blessing. And in the morning, before you give your mind to the world, bless yourself again. Sight. Today I am blessed. Today I am guided. Today I am supported. Today I see beyond appearances. Today I remember who I am. Today I live from the blessing already accepted within me. This is how you begin to live differently. And as you do, your inner conversation changes. Your mood changes. Your choices change. Your energy changes. Your relationships change. Your opportunities change. Your world changes, not because you begged the universe to favor you, but because you finally spoke from the authority of the divine within you. My dear friends, let this truth sink deeply into your consciousness. You are blessed, not because circumstances are perfect, not because someone approved of you, not because the world has given you evidence. You are blessed because blessing is your divine inheritance. You are blessed because the I am within you is one with Source. You are blessed because consciousness, when aligned with truth, must create according to its state. You are blessed because you have the power to recognize and claim what has always been yours in the spiritual realm. So stop cursing yourself with careless words. Stop blessing lack with your attention. Stop blessing fear by rehearsing it. Stop blessing limitation by identifying with it. Begin blessing your life consciously. Bless your mind. Bless your body. Bless your work. Bless your relationships. Bless your path. Bless your gifts. Bless your future. Bless your present moment. Bless the God within you. And then live as though the blessing is real, because in consciousness it is. That is the message I leave with you tonight. Not because it is merely comforting, but because it is true. Your blessings create your reality when spoken from the consciousness of who you truly are. So bless yourself. Bless yourself with understanding. Bless yourself with authority. Bless yourself with feeling. Bless yourself in the present tense. Bless yourself with persistence. Bless yourself with gratitude. And then watch how life begins to mirror the sacred declaration you have finally accepted. I am blessed. I have always been blessed. And now I live as one who knows it.